War is raging, government is stealing our freedom, food processing plants are burning, and gun sales are through the roof. You're in the right place. This is The Prepared Mind.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. The shit is really hitting the fan on this What the Wednesday. Just wow. Okay, folks. President Trump is only president because you, me, us, hardcore Republicans, hardcore conservatives, hardcore people that love the Constitution, this thing, and the rule of law voted Trump in because we believed he was going to live up to his word, that he could make promises that could be kept, because he was put in that position and we believed, we had the level of belief that he would do it. It was only because of the money you donated, the time you donated, the effort you donated, the sharing, talking, the shit you took, the fact that you got lampooned, attacked, ridiculed by friends, family, coworkers, everybody. You took risks. You did, right? Oh, he got shot. Well, let's see, I got fucking stabbed, run over, beat, shot myself. You know, that doesn't make you right. It just makes you someone who got shot, stabbed, beaten, run over. Anyways, the point is we did all of that as Americans, as a group. We wanted someone to represent us and what we believe in, and we were told, we are going to close the border. We're going to get all these illegals out of here. We're going to do away with corruption. We're going to fix the voting system. We're going to find out who is cheating, who cheated, and who, is responsible. We're going to get the Epstein thing. We're going to protect Americans. America first. Make America great again. Make America healthy again. All that stuff. Remember? So today, Trump comes out and he makes a post. And I'm going to read you the post. And I want you to understand that you didn't do anything wrong. You did everything that was asked of you that was consistent and commensurate with your beliefs. This is what he says. The radical left Democrats have hit pay dirt again. Just like with the fake and fully discredited Steele dossier, the lying 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, which the Dems swore had come from Russia. No, it came from Hunter Biden's bathroom. And even the Russia scam itself, a totally fake and made up story used in order to hide crooked Hillary Clinton's big loss in the 2016 presidential election. These scams and hoaxes are all the Democrats are good at. It's all they have. They are no good at governing, no good at policy, and no good at picking winning candidates. I'm going to stop right there. No. I'll finish one more. Also, unlike Republicans, they stick together like glue. That's true. They stick together like glue. They don't pick winning candidates. They don't have any policy. They suck at governing, right? That's all true. You can't take a set of truths about Democrats, facts, and apply that to logical, critical, factual thinking, behavior, etc. So he says their new scam is what we will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. And my past supporters, past in all capitals, P-A-S-T, past, and my past supporters have bought into this bullshit hook, line, and sinker. Oh, so now we're fucking retarded. You're retarded. We're all retarded. We fell for a Democrat hoax? No. You see, for years, Trump Donald Trump Jr., J.D. Vance, Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, Pam Bondi, and numerous other Republicans, lawyers, commentators, journalists, Americans everywhere have said, give us the Epstein list. Who are these men that do this? And Trump is calling it a hoax. The Jeffrey Epstein hoax. Now we're retarded and he's brilliant. We're believing a Democrat lie and he is telling the truth. Even though he is one of the people that not only bought the hoax, but sold the hoax and used the hoax to get himself elected. Why hasn't he apologized for that? And said he was wrong. He was wrong. Making a promise on that hoax was wrong. Folks, Trump is attacking us now. He continues and says, they haven't learned their lesson. He's now scolding you. And he's going to scold the prepared mind. He's not going to scold us, folks. But he's trying. He says, they haven't learned their lesson and probably never will. Oh, now I'm a fucking retard. He can say it. He can fall for it. He can use it. He can lie about it. But we haven't learned our lesson and probably never will because we're too fucking stupid. And he's brilliant. Probably never will. Even after being conned by the lunatic left for 8 long years. He was conned, apparently, until just a couple months ago when they realized this was a Democrat hoax. Why didn't they come right out and say it's a Democrat hoax instead of lying to us and then lying some more and lying some more? Pam, Dan, Kash, Trump. Why didn't he come out and go, folks, we discovered that this is a giant hoax? Holy shit. Jeffrey Epstein killed himself after being arrested and convicted in the past and then being arrested again for nothing. The guy was totally innocent. It was a hoax. It was a hoax. A hoax that was used by Republicans and used by Trump to enrage America. Jizzy Maxwell is in prison right now, was arrested, tried, found guilty with evidence that was just a hoax. All of the girls who weren't killed yet that testified that was a hoax. They've all committed perjury. Why has not Pam, Kash, and Trump arrested them for perjuring themselves over Epstein and over Jizzy Maxwell's trials? You see? You see how what Trump is saying is just words. Because when you look at facts, actions, history, and details, you find out it wasn't a fucking hoax. Epstein Island was a hoax. The Lolita Express was a hoax. Why was Bill Gates ashamed and trying to sweep everything under the rug with Epstein if it was just a hoax? Why are all the power brokers in Washington, D.C. scared to death and screaming, wasn't me, not part of it, no. And talking it down and not saying a fucking word because it's just a hoax, right? It's just a hoax. So the FBI boss at the New York FBI branch, who was allegedly hiding the laptops, the video discs, the transcripts, the pictures, the fucking child rape videos. He was hiding a truckload of evidence in his office in New York. and told Pam Bondi, no, you can't have all of this stuff. You'll have to fire me first. So she fired him and he leaves. And it was all just a hoax. He hoaxed her into taking a truckload of nothing, and he accepted being fired from his job in the FBI as a big shot over a fucking hoax. So, okay, an FBI agent is lying to the attorney general and saying, I got all your information here and you can't have it. I have all this real evidence and you can't have it. I have all these computer tapes, drives, discs, facts, files, pictures, videos. I have it all and you can't have it, and it's just a hoax. You see what I'm saying? Why would he get fired? What kind of fucking law enforcement agency perpetrates a hoax of this magnitude? Well, all of a sudden, the Democrats are hoax masters. Rating 99.9. They're that fucking good. All of a sudden, the leftist retards that Trump said they're no good at governing. They're no good at policy. They're no good at having good candidates. But they stick together like glue, and apparently they're the world's greatest fucking hoaxsters. They even hoaxed Trump. That's how smart they are. Are you buying this shit yet? Unbelievable. Trump is attacking us, trying to convince us we're retarded, while implicating himself in the retardation too, and then claiming his idiot opponents, the Democrats, who can't do anything right, anything at all right in life. All of a sudden, they're incredible at fucking him over and us. After all of these years, they finally found one way to screw us over, and it's the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. He says, I've had more success in 6 months than perhaps any president in our country's history. I'm calling bullshit. I'm tired of the fucking self-serving, self-congratulatory, egomaniacal bullshit. You started to have the greatest 6 months, Mr. Trump, but the last 4 months, we've been screaming for the Epstein files. And after 4 months of us not just asking politely, but screaming, you, sir, have decided to call it a hoax. And then where's the evidence of the hoax? Where's the evidence of the hoax? We were told there's not megabytes. There's not gigabytes. There's terabytes of videos of children being raped. It's so horrifying that you guys, America, would be shocked we can't show you. It's that bad. We need to protect the innocent. What was there? Was the very last movie Nancy Pelosi and discount dollar store Obama and the real Obama laughing, going, ah, ha, 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 fooled you. So Trump says all these people want to talk about, with strong prodding by the fake news and the success-starved Dems, is the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. So me and you, the quote, what he calls, he's already written us off as past supporters. Without us, without you, he's nothing. He needed us to win this election. And he told us he would give us what we want. Get the illegals out. He wants to give them amnesty. Get us out of wars. He's sending fucking missiles to Ukraine, weapons to Ukraine, and bombing the shit out of Iran. Thank you, Israel. I thought we were getting out of wars, Trump. So you fucking lied again. You want to give amnesty to illegals because, we're needed in the hotel business and the farming business, right? And then he says, right, he's had all the success, and the success-starved Democrats, the Democrats who have barely said anything about releasing the hoax, the Epstein files, right? So Trump says this next statement: let these weaklings, meaning you and me, the veterans, the patriots, the donors, the people that went door to door knocking, the canvassers, the get out the vote crowd, we're weaklings. Now, folks, I am not a de-escalation kind of guy. Some people can de-escalate. I'm more of an escalator. You call me a dirty name, I'm going to call you 2 or 3. You punch me, we're going to fucking town. And there's going to be a lot more blows thrown than just one. Trump is throwing everything he has at you, me, all of us, the whole MAGA crowd, America first, the heartland, the East Coast, the West Coast, up north, down south, every fucking buddy. He's calling weaklings because we will not accept that this is bullshit. These weaklings continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Don't even think about talking of our incredible and unprecedented success. We've talked about your success. As you do successful things, we congratulate you. We support you. We cheer you on. We talk about it with friends, family, coworkers. We continue to risk physical assault, professional destruction, and personal catastrophes in all of our lives by supporting you, President Trump, being called every fucking dirty name in the book by these fucking liberal fucks. And you want to just attack us because you think we're stupid, because you didn't give us the information, because you wouldn't give us the proof, give us the evidence it's a hoax, instead of just saying it's a hoax. And this, you guys, because I don't, and he's speaking of you and me now, and all of MAGA, because I don't want their support anymore. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again. How the fuck is he going to make America great again? How? How is Trump going to make America great again without his supporters, his loyal supporters who want justice? All of a sudden, there's no girls, no little boys that were raped by Epstein. There was nobody on the Lolita Express. No Bill Clinton. No John Roberts. No Bill Gates. No Bill Clinton, no Hillary Clinton. Just didn't exist. It was a hoax. It was a hoax. It was a hoax. It was a hoax. Maybe if he keeps saying it, he is now attacking us and calling us all of these things, folks. I can say I have never been more disappointed in a politician than to see Trump go from way up at the top, fighting for us, to way at the bottom, literally attacking us. I have not come out and called Trump every dirty name in the book. I just say, release the Epstein files and make arrests. We have the evidence. We have the witness testimony. We have the facts. We have everything out there already. There doesn't need to be an investigation. No, we don't need. Now they're trying to, now get this, folks. Oh, they're trying to do it to us. They're absolutely trying to convince us that what we need is an independent prosecutor. You know what that means? 3.5 years of an independent lawyer from Washington, D.C. And what's he going to do? What is he, she, whatever? What's he going to do? No, hang on. I'm going to get to it, right? I'm going to get to it. Once again, the part about Trump is fucking nagging stupidity, right? The Jeffrey Epstein hoax. My past supporters have bought into this bullshit, hook, line, and sinker. I don't want their support anymore. Folks, you and I, we haven't given up on Trump. He gave up on his promises to us. That's why we supported him. And they want a special prosecutor. Trump is now supporting the idea of a deep state. No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. No. There's no deep state. That's a hoax too, right? That's a hoax. Hell, if the Jeffrey Epstein files are a hoax, the deep state is a hoax. Well, how about the auto pin is a hoax? How about the vote fraud is a hoax? The 2016, 2020, 2040, that's all a hoax. Everything's a fucking hoax. We all got hoaxed. Folks, the Twin Towers and Building 7 never fell in New York City. That's a hoax. You never saw that shit. Vietnam War, that was a hoax. It never happened. Why don't you just spit in our fucking faces some more? So Trump supports the idea of a special prosecutor that will include an investigation into the Epstein. Oh, wait. That's not the primary purpose of a special prosecutor? It's just going to be part of it? This is another bullshit attempt to make us just shut up, trust the plan, trust in government, and believe that some district of criminals, Washington, D.C. attorney will honestly investigate everything. Take 3 fucking years to get through all the information and then announce at the end. There's nothing to see here, folks. Move along. Case closed. It's the same old game. I'm not falling for it. I know you're not. Nobody is. Nobody. And that's what's pissing Trump off. Why is he so furious at our ignorance when he could enlighten us? We're not children. You don't tell me to go to my room. You don't tell me you don't deserve an answer. You don't tell me because I said so and I'm the daddy. The fucking temerity is incredible. We have the evidence, the facts, the witnesses, and the proof. It exists, and it's known. It's been shared in court. There's real live witnesses. An investigation is not needed. Arrests are needed, and now is what's needed. The Zoomers, the fucking Republicans that are 18 to 30, they just came out of fucking indoctrination centers, high schools and colleges, and they're disgusted with the left. They're disgusted with socialism. They want their republic, their country. They want freedom and liberty. They want to keep the money they earn. And folks, they're so young. They're so close to their childhood. They understand. You don't rape children and get away with it. You don't allow it. You don't forgive it. You don't forget about it. Then you move on and move up to the millennials, the next generation. They fucking had it too. Then you get to Gen X and also the boomers. I am the age of these mega billionaire, mega super millionaire, super CEOs, politicians, powers that be, aristocrats, intelligence officers. And at my age, they think it's cute and fine to go to Epstein's Island and commit all manner of heinous crimes. They're going to comet ping pong, hot dog, and pizza it up. They're going to adrenochrome themselves into a high that they just can't believe exists and expect everyone to forget it, to ignore it. It's not real. It's not real. It's a hoax. We all know better. And the thing is, folks, Trump knows better. Lutnick knows better. All of Congress knows better. All the courts know better. All the bureaucrats know better. All the federal law enforcement, the CIA included, the NSA, they all know better. They know that it goes on. They know that it's real. They know that they're controlled or they're controlling. You're on one side or the other. You're controlling them, and you know, or those that are being controlled in politics and power know who is controlling them. Right, Mossad? Right, MI6? Right, Interpol? They know. They know better. They know what they've done, and they have Trump out there lying for them because they've got something on him now. They got something on him, or the threats are huge. That was fun. Over 20 minutes on all that. Am I wrong? Get your questions and comments down below. Am I wrong? Now, they want this just to fucking go away. You see, Trump could do the Epstein, release the fucking list, and then do this next one. Are you ready? Laura Ingraham. mainstream media conservative person. She has the criminal referral on Adam Schiff. Well, someone must have leaked it, right? The shocking allegations of mortgage fraud and falsified bank records. Wait, what about Adam Schiff's treason regarding the Russia collusion? Why isn't that a big deal? Why isn't that? What about his election interference and his lying directly, not only to Congress, but the American people? What about his alleged sex and murder cover-up with a preteen boy? And the alleged sex and murder cover-up with a preteen boy. What, were you going to forget about all that? That's a hoax. Well, we can ask Anthony Bourdain, right? Anthony Bourdain. Oh, wait, he's dead. He got Arkancided. Once again, folks, who else had mortgage fraud lately that we know about? Fat ass Letitia James. Big Tush Tish, the New York State Attorney General, who went after Trump and attacked him. She appears to have a boatload of mortgage fraud, falsified bank records, statements, etc. I thought she was going to be in trouble for mortgage fraud and go to jail. Is she in jail? No. What about, fat ass Fannie Willis down in Fulton County, Georgia? The district attorney there that sued lawyers, prosecuted lawyers, went after Trump. What about all her fraud, embezzlement, theft that she was being accused of and investigated for and caught with, and also perjuring herself? And what, spending public funds on herself? Is she in jail? What makes you think that Adam Schiff is going to get in trouble? What makes you think that? Right? Because they told us, and so we're just supposed to fucking believe them. Right? You want some more bullshit out of Washington, D.C.? More bullshit hearings and more bullshit investigations. Oh, well, Jill Biden's work husband, right? Joe Biden's doctor has taken he's pleading the Fifth Amendment, the right to protection against self-incrimination. He's refusing to answer any questions about Joe Biden's declining health. Now, Representative Comer is very upset. Well, listen, Dr. Dipshit cannot protect Biden. He can't claim the Fifth for Biden. He can only protect himself. The Fifth Amendment doesn't protect you from incriminating anyone but yourself. In other words, if you're called to testify, you must answer the question. You must answer the question. Now, of course, this is Congress. Oh, wait a minute. I think Republicans were arrested for contempt of Congress and thrown in fucking jail because they claim they had executive privilege. In other words, very privileged, special, top secret information, but they were thrown in jail. This doctor should be jailed and fined for contempt. Justice, folks, and that was yesterday's diatribe I went on. There is no justice. Justice deserves to be implemented. How much more shit do the American people have to endure before Washington, D.C. is forced to comply with the law, with justice, with precedent, with the Constitution? Or do we end up going to the Declaration of Independence and going to this one sentence here? But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, we, the American people, are being abused, and usurpation means to steal from others that which does not belong to you and use it against them. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, meaning they're trying to make fools and slaves of us for their own benefit by stealing our rights, our wealth, our property, and even our faith, if they could, by calling us retarded. It is their right, meaning the people's right. It is their duty, meaning the people's duty, to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. We have voted, we have campaigned, we have sought representation in Congress, in the Senate, in the White House. We have sued in court. The greatest minds that are alive and the greatest minds from the past are all screaming, what is happening now is absolute tyranny. And it's coming from all sides. Why are they protecting this evil? Don't even call them pedophiles. Don't even call them rapists. No need to call them thieves, murderers, charlatans. It's evil. No amount of evil is to be allowed by government. None. Now, you rolling through a stop sign, you going over the speed limit, is that evil? Is there a crime there? Right? Mala in C, a crime against the state, against the people? No. But you will be pulled over. A fine, a fee will be extracted from you at the point of a gun. But you committed no evil. You were speeding. You didn't stop. You didn't obey the government. But they are evil. Stealing money, bombing and killing people, pushing war, hurting children, hurting husbands, hurting wives, destroying us is evil. And this is my last wake-up call before I go to your questions. I want you to think about this. What is going on in other countries? Think about the past. What happened in Russia with the Bolshevik communists? What happened in China with Mao's revolution? What happened in Germany with their tyrannical despotism? Wake up, America. This is a headline right here from Gateway Pundit. I want to give him credit for this headline. Germany's globalist authoritarian police commissioner demands a ban of conservative cops in a brazen anti-AFD crackdown. So in Germany, the police commissioner is saying they need to fire all cops who support, thank you, Uman, who support the political party AFD, which is Alternative for Deutschland, meaning a different political party for the Germans, other than, let's see, less German, even less German, and no German parties, right? These liberal socialist dumbfucks. Right? They're cracking down on police that believe in Germany and freedom and liberty and rights for the people. They only want cops in Germany that believe in the European Union's right to destroy them, the World Economic Forum's right to benefit and profit off of them. And this is the upshot for us. American law enforcement can be partisan cleansed and create an American Gestapo in Democrat cities very, very fast. So be wary. And we need to keep speaking up. Speak up now. At this time in history, the absolute best thing to do is to write, as you have been, whitehouse.gov, G-O-V, and tell the president he's wrong. We want the truth. We want these pedophiles arrested. We want justice served. We want children protected. We want our border protected. We want these evil bastards thrown out of the country, not given amnesty. We want Democrats arrested for treason, for interfering with elections, for lying, and for stealing all the fraud, the trillions in fraud that was discovered. Not one arrest. Not one arrest of a high level anybody. No. They closed some departments in the government. They don't need those people there anymore, folks. Everything's computerized. They want to steal the money. They don't need 1,000 employees or 10,000. They need one guy to steal the money and send it off to another country and launder it. They don't need all these fucking bureaucrats. All these warm bodies working at home instead of going to the office, collecting a paycheck while they get another job and collect a second paycheck. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. You want black pill? I'll fucking give it to you. These people have been screwing us over. I want to hear what you guys have to say. You know, I wish I could sit around all day long, not working, collecting a bunch of social media fucking buckaroos that would, pay for my utilities. Just like you, I have to go to work every day. Just like you, I bust my ass. Just like you, my money is stolen from me before I even get a chance to put it in my bank account. They don't even wait for me to get it and demand it. They take it from my fucking employer, from me, and make me participate in all their social programs, as well as the big one called taxes. And then they take that money and send it overseas to their friends, to themselves. Mr. Uman, what do you guys want to talk about? It's Mikey G. And he says, howdy, everyone. Electric's still on, and the internet is kind of working, so there is still time to prepare. But blackout day is getting closer. I'm going to take what you're saying here, Mikey, and I'm going to run with it a little bit. What you're saying is, yeah, lights are on, stores are open, traffic lights work. People are obeying stop signs and speed limits for the most part. You can go to the store and buy food. You can go to the gun store and buy guns and ammo if you live in the right state. You can get everything you need to prepare at thepreparedmind.club. But blackout day is getting closer. At what point, this is where I'm going to take off from what you said, Mikey. At what point do the World Economic Forum, do the bankers, does Israel and Trump all decide, fuck these little people? They aren't believing any of our shit anymore. They're not believing the left. They're not believing the right. They're not believing anyone's bullshit. They're demanding justice. It's time to punish them. Blackout. It's possible. Hell, at this point, I wouldn't be fucking surprised if the screen went black, the computers went black, the phone went dead, no internet. Just fucking quiet. A big fuck you to everyone because we're not behaving. Are they going to do it preemptively, or are they going to wait for Americans to march on Washington by the millions and demand justice? I would say do that, except you know what they would call it? A revolt, an insurrection, a coup d'etat. Those rascally Americans are trying to force their will upon the most successful, amazing, brilliant, super genius the world has ever seen in the White House. I don't care if you make those claims about yourself, Mr. Trump, if you're actually doing those things. But you're not. You're not giving us justice. You're not getting us out of wars. You're doing what Israel wants, what the European Union wants, what the World Economic Forum wants. You're not doing what we want and what we need. Yeah, the border may be closed and maybe very few are getting in, but you're not kicking them out. You want to give them amnesty. You're not arresting corruption. You're not getting our fucking money back. That money that was stolen from us by USAID and other bureaucracies has gone over to other bank accounts. You get it back. You can freeze my account if I stole money. Hell, you froze Russia's accounts and locked down their accounts. But you can't lock down the accounts of thieves and non-government organizations that are thieves and liars. You can't get back the millions of dollars given to Chelsea fucking Clinton so she could buy a mansion and have a fucking super wedding that, of course, Jizzy Maxwell was at. Oh, yeah, she's right there in the picture. And more pictures are turning up of Trump with Jizzy and Trump with Epstein. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I would not believe it. I would not care. I might call those pictures a hoax if Trump released the fucking list and said, all those pictures of me are AI bullshit. Don't believe it. I could believe him if there were people being arrested. All right. Thank you, Mikey. Mr. Uman, who's next? And it's Uman himself. He says, I was worried about Trump's second term, but my worry was it would just be more of the same as the first term. Was hoping he'd go bull in a China factory because of what they did to him. This, however, appears to be heading in a much worse direction than I imagined. Yes, the first 4 years was Trump getting stonewalled, all of us getting stonewalled with him. We felt simpatico, on the same team. And then we, as voters, Americans, patriots, got screwed in the 2020 election. Trump got screwed in the 2020 election. And we, again, felt kinship with Trump. That's our guy. We wanted to elect him. He was trying. He was going to drain the swamp. He was going to fix things. That stupid Bill Barr. That stupid Jeff Sessions. Those stupid idiots in the FBI. Chris Wray and Ruby Rod Rosenstein and Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. Oh, yeah, there's names, folks. The names are all saved and stored. And then we get to 2024. Trump starts campaigning. We've got this LGB crap, this DEI crap, this hate America crap, this bullshit history about just the bullshit of everything. Then Trump gets shot. And that's when the cover-ups started. And we're like, see, they're trying to kill Trump. The FBI is retarded. The Secret Service is complicit. Nothing. It's been now over a year. I think it was July 11th was the anniversary of the attempted assassination on Trump. Nothing. Cover-up. He gets elected. They bring in Doge. Trump uses Elon Musk. Not a political genius. Elon Musk is a fucking computer nerd. He's a power nerd, a battery nerd, a rocket nerd. He's not a political genius. But he's a computer nerd. So he puts together a team of computer nerds called the Department of Government Efficiency. And they find fraud. And nothing's done with it. Trump, Congress, the courts, the FBI, Department of Justice, the Attorney General, nobody does a fucking thing. They shut down some bureaucracies. Then they try hiding the Epstein affair. And now we're being attacked by the president for not buying the lies. After being lied to our fucking faces. Yeah, it is a much, much worse, Oliver. It's a much worse direction than I could have ever imagined this country would take. Trump may as well just say, He's with the uniparty that hates him more than he's with us. You may as well just say that. Fuck it. Why not? He's already insulted us and called us worse names than Jeffrey Epstein. He called Jeffrey Epstein a creep, but he implies we're too stupid, we're retarded, we're dumb, we're illiterate, we don't understand, we're morons. He doesn't need us anymore. No, he doesn't. He don't fucking need you or me or any of us. He's already been elected. He's already been installed in office. He doesn't need us. He's a lame duck anyway. He can't run again. This will be his second term. You bet your ass he doesn't need us. He can do any fucking thing he wants now within the political boundaries that he's, restrained to. Wow. Just fucking wow. Oh, yeah. And then with Elon Musk, you shit all over Elon Musk. Unfucking believable. Mr. Uman, who's next? Thank you for your comments, sir. And Badass Diving Frog says, John, I've officially contracted Trump's bullshit fatigue. Yes, I recommend taking ivermectin. Take some ivermectin. It'll break up that shit and clear your head out, and you'll see everything very clearly. The bullshit fatigue, no, be strong, right? He's not going to wear me down with his bullshit. But I get what you're saying. I know what you're saying for real, but be strong. Don't fall for it. Don't buy it. You know what's right. Right? This is the whole part of the prepared mind concept with respect to shit hitting the fan and prepping. Why I don't just talk about knives and guns and my favorite bullet. It's about being prepared, having all those items, but being prepared up here for the most insidious attacks. These aren't the raped children. These aren't the illegals murdering your daughters and raping them and killing your sons. These aren't the people stealing your fucking money. These aren't the courts wiping your rights away. Those aren't chemtrails up there fucking poisoning you. These aren't the floods that are ravaging the country. Thank you, Diving Frog. Mr. Uman, who is next? And now it's time to do stuff with Nikki. She says, I'm just flabbergasted at this fake stuff. How is it fake if that's all they talked about? And if that's Obama, Clinton, Comey, etc., then he'd have gone after him hard like that other crap they're spewing about. He's talking about Trump here. Getting a grand conspiracy action going, I'm beyond confused. This is Israel, and they had to come up with this crap really fast, I bet. Why else was that Netanyahu in D.C. so just the last 2 weeks, right? Odd timing, yeah. The leader of Israel, Netanyahu, is in Israel. Then he's in New York and Washington, D.C. All of Congress cheered the living shit out of Netanyahu. I think he had like 52 or 57 standing ovations. A former Israeli prime minister is shocked that Israel is being connected to Epstein. Shocked. Odd timing that he would be shocked now. Odd that Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, both of whom are Israeli Jewish, and her dad was connected to Mossad, and Epstein is connected on the American side to the FBI and the CIA, and that's why charges were minimized, aka dropped, in his initial pedophile prosecution case, because he is a government asset. What kind of government needs a pedophile with a pedophile network as an asset, unless they're using that pedophile to get more pedophiles in the network so they can get compromising pictures, footage, and witness testimony to them doing that so that they could then be controlled the rest of their fucking lives. Odd timing indeed. Oh, well, speaking of Israeli prime ministers, Ehud Barak, not Barack Hussein Barry Soetoro Obama, who likes pizza and hot dogs, shipped from Chicago all the way to the White House. No, this is Ehud Barak. Visited Epstein's apartment 20 odd times. If Epstein isn't connected to Israel, why the fuck is Ehud Barak hanging out with him? And he didn't just get out of the cab, walk in the house. No, he wore a big giant mask and hat and glasses trying to hide and disguise himself. It's not the behavior of an innocent man. Just like Antifa wear masks when they're committing felonies. They don't want to be known and remembered and seen. These little boys want to go out and get jobs, hopefully, and make a living someday. These little girls with masks that are terrorists, well, they want to marry some Republican guy who's working hard at some point because their biological clocks will tell them to get married and have children. And they don't want anyone to know that they're fucking terrorist communists. You have to trust me on the experience with this one, my friends, that's exactly what they do. They have their own little agendas in their head, and they want to screw us over at every fucking level. Mr. Uman, let's continue if we shall. Another great show, folks. I really hope you share this show with everybody. Chin Music steps in the house, and in his typical, very aggressive, all caps, writes, "When Trump has me scratching my head, he's in trouble. Better turn this around in a fucking hurry." Chin, brother, all you brothers and sisters out there, the only thing that Trump can do to turn this around is to come clean. Now, look, if Trump did something wrong 30 years ago, 25 years ago, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, tell us. Tell us. Do what's right. I'm sure that the statute of limitations is up for anything he did. Oh, wait, they could sue him civilly like that screwy E. Jean Carroll broad. Oh, yeah, right. But yeah, he could fix this. He could fix and heal America. But he's not. Right? If he needed to turn it around in a fucking hurry, instead of attacking you, Chin, and Oliver, and Jolene, and all of you in the audience, all he would have to do is say, here's the evidence. Here's the proof that it's a hoax. The whole thing, right? Give us the whole fucking enchilada. All the way back to JFK. It's a hoax. JFK is still alive. Hell. Hitler never existed. They made that shit up. It's a hoax. Hey, they shot at Abraham Lincoln. He's still alive, right? Why not? Why not fucking come clean? Oh my God, they never landed on the moon. It's actually made out of cheese and it floats in the sky and the earth is flat. Why don't they just come clean with everything? Right? They had all those nursery rhymes. The cow jumped over the moon. That's got to be the truth, right? I don't know. You know, it's fucking comically ridiculous. Except this is the fucking president of the United States, the Congress, the Supreme Court, the FBI, CIA, bureaucracy of Washington, D.C., is a den of evil fucking vipers. Or give us the evidence, come clean, straighten this fucking mess out. Help us understand, Trump, but don't just ask us to take your word, because your old word was Epstein needs to go to jail and this needs to come out. We need to fix this, right? No government that won't protect its own citizens from theft and its own children from harm No government deserves to exist or should exist that doesn't do those very simple tasks. Governments are instituted amongst men to protect our rights, not to protect themselves or enrich themselves or gain more power for themselves. It is to serve the people from which their authority derives. When all is said and done and they fucking get done shaking the leaves, breaking the branches off, and we get down to the nuts and bolts and the roots, I am not going to obey the government ever again. The government is not put in place to control me. The government is put in place to protect us from harm and danger. Mr. Uman, who's next? It is Uman again. He says, last week I posed the question, Rutro. He says, what do they do when they get cornered? They start dropping bombs. Look what happened in Syria this morning. Israel started bombing Syria. They claimed that the bombs were dropping on the Syrian government buildings that had to do with defense, the military. Why is Israel attacking Syria? I thought Israel was supposed to be attacking Iran. I thought Israel was supposed to be bombing the Gaza dirt piles into finer, more powdered dirt piles. But yeah, that's what they're doing. When all else fails, when they fail, they take us to war. That would be Gerald Salente's mantra. When all else fails, when the banks fail, when the government fails, when the media fails, when the judges fail, they take us to war to distract us, to harm us, to kill us, to convince us that we were wrong and we should just let the government handle it. We can't even elect a government anymore. The governments select themselves. They appoint themselves. They put themselves in authority. They let us vote. That's a fucking joke. They don't even count the votes anymore. No, they make up votes. They change votes. They swap votes. They have told us you have a right to vote, but they don't have to count your vote. They have to accept your vote, but they don't have to count your vote. What kind of fucking monkey brain bullshit thinking is that? That's government thinking. Here we are. All right, Mr. Uman, I know we're running out of time. Lots to discuss. And we got to do stuff with Nikki again, who says, on a lighter note, I'm disappointed in you all. You forgot it's National Hot Dog Day. I don't, because Nikki, I talked about Barack Hussein Barry-Soetoro Obama and his husband, Michael Obama, their proclivity for pizza, which means underage girls, and hot dog, which means underage boys. I didn't want to mention National Hot Dog Day. And, that's how that goes. I don't want National Little Boy Wiener Day. Anyways, I do appreciate the lighter note, Nikki. I know personally that you have a terrific sense of humor, as well as a terrific sense of being fucking outraged at what's going on. Folks, put hours into this every day, trying to learn, trying to understand, trying to share. And that's why me, Oliver, Uman, all of you, right? We all rely on each other to get the message out. Do not give up. Do not fold. Keep fucking yelling. When you deal with evil, all it understands is the fight. They go from making a statement, making a claim, debate, argument. Then they start shouting at you. Then they start attacking you. Oh, and then they'll start arresting you. We're down here still. I'm going to fight till we get up to the point where they're arresting us for demanding they do their fucking jobs. You going to arrest me for my free speech, for my First Amendment, for criticizing them? He's already told us we're on the out. Fuck you guys. I don't fucking need you anymore. That is a huge disappointment. The President of the United States telling his constituents that supported him financially, at the ballot box, on the media, in social media, an absolute disappointment that he would talk to us like that, talk down to us. He's just a fucking man. He is not Jesus Christ. He is not God Almighty. He's not a demigod. He is just a man. And he's failed. And it's showing. He's not a soldier. He's not a Marine. He's just a man, a businessman, who is supposed to bring a level of intelligence and a nonpartisan attitude into the White House and clean that shit up. And this is where we're at. I really hope, folks, that you continue to fight with me. Chance favors the prepared mind. What are you going to do with yours? Right? Get prepared, folks.